Hi, I'm Kayla Walczak.
Hi, I'm Linnea Schultz.
I'm Caitlin Henry.
Hi, I'm Rachel Allen, and I'm going into the mission field.
I'm going into the mission field.
And I'm going into the mission field.
And I'm going into the missions field. I am Kayla Walczak. I am 20 years old. I am joining Youth of the Mission, or also known as YWAM, and I am more specifically going into YWAM Denver. So the motto, if you will, for YWAM Denver is to be a bridge to the nations. And that just kind of means like we are a stepping stone for various missionaries. We gather students from all over the world, all over the country, and we can send them to various locations multiple times a year. It's just kind of like broadening not only their world, but like the message of the gospel. They can go to all these different locations and be like, man, these people need Jesus. Like, these people need Jesus. It's like, I fit in here. I love this culture. And so they can then decide if they want to be long-term missionaries overseas as well, or if they want to stay in Denver kind of like I am and train other students to be able to send more people out. My goal there is to essentially do that, to raise other students the same way that I was, because I didn't know anything about missions or really what it looked like until I came to Denver and I was properly discipled and exposed to the world and what it's like. And I'm like, man, I want to train other students to do this. I want to like show the next generation what it looks like to serve God and go out into the world. YWAM Denver right now is kind of going through what we call the Exodus, and we just lost a ton of staff members. The base is going through a lot of change. I am so excited to suddenly become part of this movement of like, what do I want YWAM Denver to look like? What do I want us to represent? Like, what does it look like to be a bridge to the nations? And so I know what my discipleship training school experience was like, and I want to come on staff because I have this passion to make it a base that people want to go to again. I want it to be a base where like they'll know we're Christians by our love. And so it's like I have a passion to show this generation how to love and trust God, how to love people, and just how to be lovers of life. I don't really have an actual estimated time for how long I'll be in Denver. I'm thinking maybe between 2 to 5 years, but it's really until the Lord actually tells me to leave. So we actually live in a suburb of Denver called Arvada, and it's fairly similar to Brighton in the sense to where it's definitely a little bit more of an expensive place to live. So my monthly support I am trying to raise is about $1,500 a month. I've been in contact with a few people, but yes, I do still need a lot more support to actually be able to move back to Denver. The best way to give would actually be to YWAM directly, because in that case it is tax deductible because you are donating to a nonprofit organization. What you can do is you can go to ywamdenver.org and you can go to our donations page and you can donate directly to a staff member. At that point you can type in my name, and then you can also make it so it's automatic monthly, so you don't even have to think about it. The best way that I think you all can pray for me is just considering we are going through this transition, just to not be relying on my own strength, but to constantly be relying on the strength that is given by God. Because the moment I can walk through those doors and say I can do this by myself is the day that I need to quit being a missionary. And so, yeah, just to pray for constant reliance on the Lord and just for the wisdom to know how to properly interact and train these students and what it is I should be doing while I'm there.